All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and we're always happy to see our friends from Napa Valley, one of the greatest wine producing regions on earth and one of the most expensive. Unfortunately, if you're making wines from the top vineyard sites in Napa Valley, you're going to have to charge a little bit for your wines. And the Pinot Noir here from this small winery, Metaphora, it's the first time I've had these wines. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I did have them at Premier Napa, which is a trade auction that happens in February, and this year their lot sold for like $35,000 for 5 cases or something. So $300 and something a bottle, ate a lot of money. The Pinot Noir here is from 2 different vineyards, the Truchards, which is down in Carneros, and then the Antica Vineyard, which is 2,200 feet in elevation up on Atlas Peak. And it's got this sacred DRC clone that was supposedly brought over from the La Tâche Vineyard in Burgundy. And this wine's got a pretty nose, somewhat Burgundy in there, red berry fruit, raspberry, strawberry, with a hint of that brown spice and earth, and really fairly Burgundian style on the nose. Really light and elegant style of Pinot on the palate, velvety smooth, that earthy nuance from the nose coming through on the finish. Not a blockbuster inside, size, but a lot of nuance, a nice spice and earthy notes on the finish. Excellent juice at 82.50. Maybe I'm just expecting a little bit more, but still excellent nonetheless. The Cabernet Franc from the Sierra foothills. This is 100 miles northeast of Napa, and not as much green and vegetal as you get in some Cabernet Francs. This is a very hard varietal to do as a single varietal, so they put a little Cabernet Sauvignon from Howell Mountain in this wine to kind of beef it up a little bit, but still a Chenin style, which you get a little that cigar box, the blackberry fruit, and a little peppery spice to this wine. Only 90 cases made, and a bit of herbaceousness to the finish there. That peppery spice also lasts into the end, and Cabernet Franc can have a lot of tannins. This wine did have a smoother kind of a finish to it, but an excellent example of this varietal. It's $67.50. Maybe just a little expensive, but you don't find much Cabernet Franc, varietally labeled Cabernet Franc. The Cabernet Sauvignon, that's what people go to Napa for. That's what people pay the big money for in Napa. $159. Hoo-ah! But this is coming from Beatty Ranch, which is a good fruit source, and it's got this clone 29, which is one of the rarest clones of Cabernet in Napa. It's aka the Inglenook clone. Some of the great old Inglenook cask wines were made from this clone, and only 13.7% alcohol, which is a little light today for Napa. 2009 was a warm year too. This wine more on the elegant side, a lot of cassis and currant berry fruit to the fresh plowed earth, kind of a loamy note, fine herbs, some cigar box spice, a little dark cocoa. This wine opened up really nice on the second day. Fine and elegant wine, showing nice structure and depth of flavors. Like I said, more on the lighter and elegant style at under 14% alcohol, but a lot of nuance and a lot of complexity to the finish. A long finish here, but $159. Well, they only make a few hundred cases of it. So some very good stuff, though, from our friends from Metaphora Winery. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.